Hi and welcome to the Book Nook, and today's video we're doing Bookish This or That with my twin sister Kyra.
Hello!
And I'm excited about this.
And that's exactly what I was going to
I'm
say.
excited to have bookish discussions.
And I'm just thrilled to be here.
Yeah, let's go on with it. First question. Bookish This or That, first question is pristine condition or dog-eared pages?
Okay, since I physically recoiled at dog-earing the pages, we're going to go with pristine.
Yeah, me too.
I have on many occasions told people off for doing that, especially our mum.
Oh no, don't even. She once put a mug on my book. Yeah, look at that reaction.
It's devastating, and I can't.
Yeah.
I don't mind if it's lightly used, like it's red, but we don't dog ear our books and we don't crack the spines.
No, we do not. Unless we absolutely have to. I actually really want to annotate a book, but it's going to be like a second-hand copy. It's definitely not going in your face. No, it's not going to be a new copy, that's for sure.
A new copy would give me physical pain,
I think it would have to be something that I really, really love and probably already own. Then I'll annotate.
That's fair. I think that's the beauty of having like the Kindle editions, is that you can highlight and annotate whatever you like.
I want to do it properly. But I do like that feature. Question number 2. Question number 2. Hardback or paperback?
I think the paperback, because I prefer having books that aren't really heavy, because I have a really bad habit of reading them when I fall asleep and like dropping them on my face. So yeah, I definitely less heavy books for that.
I would probably agree, but okay, so
maybe not the dropping them on your face.
I can't say I do that often. I would definitely prefer a paperback to read, but look at all these hardbacks. Look how beautiful they are on my shelves.
Admittedly, there is that.
Yeah. Yeah, probably paperback as
well. But hardbacks for beauty, paperbacks to actually read.
I don't mind reading hardback either, though. That slides on really nicely into the next question, though, which is ebook or audiobook.
Oh, well, I've never actually listened to an audiobook. Please don't come for me. So I guess ebook.
I have already talked about how I don't get on very well with audiobooks because of the narration styles and different accents and things. So yeah, ebook for me. I love an ebook. I love my Kindle. I'm really bad at doing the 99p deals, but actually I haven't this month. Are we proud of me? Because I'm proud.
So proud.
Next one is a cluttered or neat bookshelf.
So I'm a bit of a stickler for being neat as it is, so I kind of like a neat bookshelf, but saying that, these bookshelves, to me, they're cluttered, but they look great.
Have you seen this? I'm just stacking books up at the moment because this bookshelf is not big enough.
You need a whole wall, really.
I'm gonna get another one. I'm gonna get a big one, and then hopefully they'll fit and I'll have room for more. Fiction or non-fiction?
Oh, fiction. Always. I don't mind some non-fictions, but I tend to get bored really quickly. My attention span is like this big. So, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, you do take an age to read a book.
I think the non-fiction I'm reading at the moment it's taken me about 3 months, and I'm not even halfway through.
I forgot you were even still reading that. But she did finish Gallant.
I did. That took me 3 months too.
She finished this Gallant and gave it back to me yesterday.
In pristine condition.
It is in pristine condition.
And
Where am I? Which question are we on? I don't know. Yeah, I'm on. Would you rather buy a book or borrow a book?
hmm. Hmm. Well, if I buy it, it's mine. But if I borrow it, I don't have to pay anything, and
True.
it means that I save a ton of money, which is how I've been getting by recently with just being your sister. So I have a stack of books at home that I borrowed from Stacey, and yeah, I'm. It's going to take a while for me to get to them, so I haven't really bought myself books in a while, and it's great.
You know, that might be a good thing looking at the state of my bookshelves. Because I would not have room to put all of those on my shelf.
Yeah, well, we'll need to get you a bigger bookshelf, I think. So I guess my answer is borrowed.
Yeah.
I guess that's weird. I like buying so much.
Mm. I have to say, I like both. I love buying books, charity shop books, great, perfect. But I also really enjoy borrowing them from the library because you can get a range of things and try new things without paying for it. So I'm actually looking at horrors. I'd quite like to read some horrors, but I don't know if I'll like some of them, so I'm going to borrow them from the library.
And didn't you get a load of graphic novels as well from there?
I did. Yeah.
I didn't know they did that.
Yeah, I'm not going. I wouldn't buy a graphic novel unless I already knew that I loved it. So I might eventually buy the Tea Dragon Society because it's really cute, but I'd prefer to read them first because I'm really funny about art styles, apparently, which I did not know before I started reading graphic novels. Number 7, reading indoors or outdoors. Also, adjoined to this, where's your favourite spot to read?
Okay. I think I like to read obviously weather dependent. I do prefer to read outdoors. Yeah, it's kind of nice to sit in nature and just feel enveloped in a book. Having said that, it rains all the time here, so it's not possible. So my favourite place to read is probably just either in my bed, because I have that habit of reading just before I fall asleep, or just curled up into the far corner of my sofa, and just surrounded by cushions. Build yourself a fort, and cup of tea. It's very important that you have a beverage.
At least like tea, hot chocolate, something like that. And if it's really hot, then an iced coffee.
Yeah. And then get all cozy, grab a blanket, and that's really nice too. I think I'm a little bit. I might not be able to choose actually.
Yeah, I'm definitely an indoor person. I'm trying to read outdoors, but like my garden, everyone can see you if you go outside, so I don't want to.
No topless sunbathing there.
No. Trust you. Trust you to bring it to that level. Anyway.
I haven't sworn yet, so I promise I won't.
I think my favourite place is probably my sofa because it's huge and you can just snuggle into the corner. Obviously, cup of tea, but also bed. We're currently in my bedroom. Bed's over there. That's also pretty comfy. Oh, I know exactly what you're going to say already.
I'm surprised you just don't know what I'm going to say to every single one of these, to be honest.
Most of them, to be fair. I didn't know that indoors or outdoors, though. So the next question is bookmarks or fold or remember a page? I know. Who remembers pages?
Exactly. My memory will, no, not a chance.
My memory could never.
It's not that good. So I always bookmark. I've got this really cute magnetic one with a little owl on it that I use. And then, of course, there is a sparkly floral number from you that I also use a lot.
Yeah, no, I like that. I'm also a bookmarker. I have a tin. It stops there. We'll go through my bookmarks in another video.
Oh, it's like directly above my head.
It is, it's just there. I'm a bit of a sucker for bookmarks. I nearly bought one yesterday, actually. Nearly. And yeah, Waterstone's probably have enough as well.
Oh, probably.
9. I already know your answer to this as well. Do you read one book at a time or multiple at once?
Well, usually I'll read one at a time because I'm the slowest reader in existence. So
You're not.
Okay, that was an exaggeration. But yeah, one at a time. Well, I'm trying to read 2, just so I've got one extra on the go, I guess, just in case. And if it can be like an e-reader and a real book, then there's a little bit of like you could take it wherever you want, but not ruin the real book if you're like going out on a trip, like me today, where I'm gonna have to go through London. Like I really don't want to ruin a real book going through London.
But you do have a book sleeve.
I do. Yes, you've kindly given me one of your fairy loot ones.
So I'm normally a one at a time person, but since I got into graphic novels, sometimes I'm more than one at a time. And then I also think, oh, I could pop a non-fiction on there, and rarely do. So then I could potentially have 3 going at once, but I would struggle. I would struggle.
I think it comes back to the memory thing again, doesn't it? Like,
yeah,
I can't remember a plot if I haven't picked up the book in like a few days. So for me, that would be so difficult to like pick up multiple books and remember all the plot points.
I think I just like to be immersed, like completely in one story, and because I feel like it's more enjoyable that way. Because if you're trying to remember multiple stories, you're not immersed in it, really.
Yeah. But then there's the old trick of just reading a book in a day.
Yeah, that doesn't happen anymore. Unless it's a graphic novel, then it definitely happens. Or like 27 pages.
As actual adults, we don't really have that much time.
You say that. I do have a lot of time at the moment. No, you don't. You never have time. Where are we? So we're on number 10. Planned TBR or mood read.
I think I'm forever a mood reader. I don't really do TBRs because my list is 70 books long at the moment, and most of it is.
You don't want to know how long mine is.
Most of it is just, things that I have on the Kindle, and I'll just pick it up if I fancy reading it.
Okay, I just realised mine is twice as long as yours. Oh, I think it's 143. Oh no, 145.
Let's face it, those 2 have gone straight onto mine as well.
Mm-hmm. Oh dear. And I've forgotten the question. Okay. So I'm also very much a mood reader, but I really enjoy TBR games, so both, I guess. But I like using my TBR game to pick things that I can read, and then I'm just like, oh, I feel like a romance. I'll pick the romance now. Oh, I feel like a superhero one. Pick that one, and then, but then there's other books that happen. I'm currently stroking one, and then I'm like, I'll just slip that in there. Ignore the TBR. Let's mood read.
Can I just take a moment to say I'm really looking forward to the day when I get to pick your book?
I'm looking forward to that too, to be honest. We have discussed buddy reads.
We have.
We'll see what happens. I might not even land on a friend pick next time.
I'm going to be devastated.
11. We already know this. Are you a fast reader or a slow reader, Kyra?
I am the pace of a tortoise.
I would say I'm mostly quite fast. But it does take me quite a while to get through some of the books. And by quite a while, I mean if it's more than 9 or 10 days, then I start to get like, why haven't I finished this yet? And then I'm like, I must finish this book. What am I doing?
Me taking months.
Yeah, it does give you like a satisfaction if you've read a book within like 5 days and you're like, yeah. Ooh, this is a fun one. You'll like this one. So number 12 we're on, by the way. Adaptation as a film or TV series.
Oh,
I knew you'd like this one.
This is a bit of a zinger because I kind of love both, but I think for the purposes of getting the full plot out and all the nuances that the book has, it would need to be the TV series. However, some adaptations for films are brilliant, so I don't want to say that it's rubbish. They just don't have a lot of time to really fill in the plot.
Off the top of your head, favourite film adaptation?
Oh, people are gonna hate me. It's Stardust.
Oh no, I agree. I mean, I love Stardust the book, but Stardust the film.
It just really, really leans into the fairy tale elements, and I kind of love that. And also, it's the most adorable thing. So what would yours be?
No, I agree. I think TV series is probably what I would want, especially because most of my favourite books are in a series. Quite a lot of them are. Yeah, actually, I was just thinking about one I read really recently, which was The Invisible Life of Addie Larue by V. Schwab. And I was thinking, would I prefer that as a book or a movie? A book or a movie? Obviously a book. A TV series or a movie. And I think it would be pretty good as both, but I think TV series. It'd have to be quite a short TV series.
I don't know. I haven't read it yet. I look forward to the day that I do.
You do need to read it. It's right there. Look at it. It's so beautiful.
Can I just ask what your favourite TV series adaptation is?
Ooh. Do you know what? I haven't even read the books, but I really love The Wheel of Time. TV series.
That is a good TV series.
They're all up here. Just move the camera. There we go. There they are. I'm a bit intimidated by them.
There are like 13 of them.
And I've got 10, I think. Yeah, I think there are. But I'm intimidated. Sorry. I'm intimidated.
Ruining the audio.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I am intimidated because they do get like 1,000 pages and stuff, and it's tiny little writing. The books I have are paperback, so I'm like, I'm gonna have to crack some spines.
Oh no,
probably.
It's fine. It's
fine. So number 13, library or bookshop.
It's been my dream to own my own library, is the thing.
Really?
So my library. Yeah, I want a library.
Oh, see, I want a cafe/bookshop. With animals. No, not with animals. I'm not looking after animals.
Yeah, sure. Okay. Well, I like a bookshop for buying books, but I want my own space that's just all books. Essentially, I want a library in my home.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
So I guess library, but also free books.
Now, I would really like to own like a cafe bookshop, and then I would like to theme it to be something really cool. Like, I don't know.
What do you even choose?
Probably Wonderland, let's be honest.
Yeah, that's a good option.
Yeah. And especially with the tea shop. It's gonna be a tea shop.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that fits in really well.
Alice in Wonderland theme is what It won't happen, but I want it to.
It might happen.
You never know. Ooh, this is fun. This is fun. 14. Unlimited free books, or you get to live inside one of your favourite books.
Oh no. I think it'll have to be the unlimited free books, and the reason why is because I love new things. I love the new experiences, being able to read so many different stories, become so many different people, that really being in one book wouldn't cut it for me. I'd want something different and to have a new exciting adventure every day.
I would also pick unlimited free books, but there's a different reason. I think I would probably die if I lived inside my favourite books.
There is that.
I wouldn't last long. Unless I had some kind of magic, and then I might last a little bit longer, but usually no.
That's fair.
But also, I would quite like unlimited free books.
I'd be quite safe in my books, I
Would
think.
you?
Yeah.
I would not.
So my books are his Dark Materials, and if I'm just a normal human being, it's
You would
fine.
have a demon.
I would have a demon.
Oh, I'd love to have a demon.
I think I'd be fine. Because
Yeah,
it's
you'd be
essentially,
alright.
it's just here, only it's different.
Saying that, one of my favourite books is House in the Cerulean Sea,
Oh.
and I'd be very safe in there. Very safe.
You'd be one of the most normal people in that house. How does that make you feel?
Terrible, I want powers. 15. A book that makes you laugh, or a book that makes you cry.
Oh. I don't often cry at books, so I guess I'll go for the laugh one, because I kind of like it when you feel like joy. And I actually think I read The House on the Cerulean Sea quite recently, and you were speaking of that, and I remember the profound, like, absolute joy that I felt reading that, and I definitely laughed.
You see, I would say cry for the exact same reason. I want to cry from happiness.
Yeah. I think crying from sadness is I don't really want to do that, but happy tears.
Yeah. I definitely did that with House in the Cerulean Sea as well. I was like, oh my god, it's so cute.
If you guys haven't read it, we would
Read it.
highly recommend. It's 5 out of 5 stars easily.
By TJ Klune, by the way. And it's incredible. I loved it so much.
What does it say on the front? Like being enveloped in a big gay hug, something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
That's exactly how it feels.
It's really cute. It's about a man who goes to this orphanage with kids with special powers and who are special creatures. And I don't think I should say any more than that.
Other than each of the kids is just wonderfully done. Like the characterization is brilliant. They feel so real. And it's just so cute.
Next question is a long book or a short book?
Resident slow reader, so short.
I was going to say long. Because then you get more in depth. You get to be with the characters for a bit longer, so you get to feel things a bit longer. But then some short books do that really well as well.
I think profound question coming, but what is a long book?
Oh. Still scratching. What is a long book? I'd say anything over 500 pages.
Okay.
For me.
Yeah. Okay. I in that case definitely shorter books for me, because if it's under 500, right, you still get a good amount of story and character development and world
Mm.
building. So, yeah, short.
Interesting. Would you rather buy a new book or a used book?
Oh, my credentials are going out the window because I like new books.
I like new books, but I also like charity shops, and I like. But then I won't buy them if they're not in amazing condition, unless I'm really not that bothered about it.
However, I will say, if you find a nice first edition or something, oh yeah.
Yeah, you can find some really some gems in charity shops, like the appeal that you found for me was actually a really good edition. Like it was definitely red, but it didn't look too red.
No, it was a good looking book.
Mm-hmm. Read every word or skim read.
Oh, read every word. Apart from, I've only skim read one book, and it was The Lord of the Rings.
Oh no.
Well, I mean, it's because it just had passages of songs or poetry, and I'm not too into poetry, so I just kind of skimmed that part and got on with the story.
I skimmed Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde because it was boring me, but it was a short book, so I just skim read it till the end. And you still get the story and stuff. So yeah, I did skim that one. But normally I'm a read every word kind of person. Sometimes I'm a skip ahead to the page and then be like, no, I wasn't there, you have to go back kind of person.
I will say there is one more book that I have skim read, and that's one of the I don't know how to say her name, but the Clan of the Cave Bear books. Jean Auel or something like that.
Yeah. So,
I know why.
I know why.
There's
the long passages of explaining things about plants.
Yes, it is the lengthy descriptions of plant life that I just couldn't abide.
Fair enough, really. Happy or bittersweet ending?
I like to live in a fantasy world, so happy.
But sometimes epic fantasies are bittersweet.
Sometimes they are, but in my book, I want the endings to be happy always. And bittersweet ones are too much like reality sometimes. I think other times though it does sort of depend on the book, because I feel like if the book has a really dark sense about it, you really can't have a happy ending because it takes away from everything that the book was building. So there is that, and there's like places where the plot might not work for a good ending as well. A good ending, a happy ending.
I think so. What you would say is you like a fitting ending.
Yes, yeah,
but preferably happy.
Preferably happy. Like I won't say no to a happy ending, even if it's not quite, and even if it feels too good to be true, because I kind of like it like that.
You see, okay, so I love a happy ending. I do. I also love a death. I love it. Just give me a death. I want someone to die because otherwise the stakes just aren't high enough.
Yeah, there is that.
I like, it's not as realistic. I'm talking mostly about fantasy here, to be fair. Like, you don't really want someone to die in a romance book.
Oh, that would be brutal.
That would be something.
I mean, I have read one where that does happen.
Really?
Yeah. But I won't be saying what it is because spoilers.
I sometimes do really enjoy a bittersweet ending. I like it to have a lot of grit. But then I also love things that are light and fluffy and happy and give me all the joy.
Absolutely.
So a bit both. Okay. Number 20. is absolute silence or background noise.
I don't really mind, to be honest, but I guess silence is better because you don't have any sort of distractions. You can really just delve right deep into the world. And I think it depends on the background noise, to be honest, if I'm thinking about that, because I do like some kind of music. If it sets the scene or like an emotion or a sense, then maybe that's good. But yeah, probably the former though. I do like it quiet.
So I can read with quite a lot of background noise, but I do prefer silence. I prefer reading in quiet or with one of those rooms on. How's it called? No, I can't remember what it's called. So I pop on a YouTube video where it's like a particular room, and
I see. Okay,
you know what I mean,
like an ambiance music.
Yeah, something like that.
I think Gryffindor common room.
I was thinking literally crackling fire, maybe a bit of wind.
My go-to is I do this for work sometimes. I'll put on like a storm or something, but it's outside and there's a fire inside.
Yeah, no, that's perfect.
You get really cozy vibes from that.
Yeah, something like that I quite like. But if there's too much going on, I can't read at all. I just get too distracted. Like if I can hear the neighbours, then I can't read properly because I'm too busy thinking, oh, what are they saying?
Too busy being nosy to read.
Yeah.
That's what happens on the trains to me. It's a thing.
My last question was tea or hot chocolate while reading.
Oh, we both know it's tea. Tea. Any tea. I don't mind what tea.
Lots of different tea. Whatever you're feeling like the most.
But you can never really go long. You can never really go wrong with a good English breakfast.
But then I think it does have to be tea, but then I also really like in the evening putting on one of those rooms, grabbing a hot chocolate, snuggling up. This is what I'm going to be doing soon when it's not boiling hot.
When the weather starts turning, that's it. That's where you'll find us both in the evenings. Just cuddled up in our respective homes, not together.
No, we're going to cuddle up together under a blanket and just read.
And honestly,
we would.
I think we might have done it before.
I mean, we've definitely got under the same blanket and watched stuff. I don't know about reading. So that's all of my questions. However, I have one more.
Okay.
What's your favourite book you've read recently?
Oh, wow.
Well, I say recently, within the last couple of years.
Hey. Yeah, we've gushed about it a little bit. It's The House on the Cerulean Sea. The House in the Cerulean Sea. It was just the big warm hug I needed.
Fair enough.
What's yours?
Mine, there's so many. I think my favourite read this year is probably The Invisible Life of Addie.
Okay, looking forward to reading that one.
I think that has been my favourite so far. Oh, but I also really love The Stardust Thief by Chelsea Abdullah. I can't stop banging on about it. I really, really enjoyed that. Which is why I was like, take it.
I can sense that I'm going to take that.
Are you? Oh, yes. I have convinced you. It's just,
it's
so good. It's right there, just there. So, thank you very much for watching. If you like this video, make sure to like and subscribe. And if you want to see more of this one, you probably will do because we've got a Cambridge vlog, but please let me know. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye!
I mean,
Yeah, you love the camera. I'm working it. Because you be like, oh, we should pause more. And you're like, no, let's get into it. What are we doing? That's going in the outtakes. Maybe. Just all the slow things. That's me. Sorry, just kicked you. I feel like we should have got a drink before. Because this is long. Didn't answer correctly. Mostly. Yeah. Can't win them all.